Cheevo, guys!
What up, guys? This is
Cheevo, guys!
back here again with another video. Today, we're going to be talking about Forza Street releasing on iOS and Android. For those that don't know, this game was actually originally called Miami Street and was a free-to-play game on Windows 10. It launched May 8th of 2018 and it did launch with achievement support. Now, in years previous to that, there was big rumors on Forza releasing a mobile game. Well, I think they ended up trashing the idea at that time, and they ended up just releasing it as Miami Street. Well, a couple years later, the game gets re-released as Forza Street, a free-to-play game on PC. Now, a couple weeks ago, Microsoft announced that Forza Street was going to be released on mobile devices. Well, lucky for us, it finally ended up launching yesterday on May 6th, almost 2 years after the Miami Street release date. Now, I'm assuming most of you achievement hunters are wondering, does this game have achievements? Well, it did on PC, and it does on Android or iOS. The thing is that it has a shared achievement list. So when you play Forza Street on mobile, it's going to play the same achievement list that you use on PC. So the plus side to that would be that you can continue your game on PC, and you can switch back to mobile, back and forth and continue your game. The downside would be that we don't get achievement stacks for each platform. I was really hoping that we would get Forza Street achievement lists for iOS and Android separately. That way we would be able to get a total of 3,000 achievement points. But unfortunately they didn't do it that way, and we're only looking at 1,000 total amongst all devices. Now, as I'm sure you can imagine, this is a free-to-play game, so it is very grindy. If you want to get all of the achievements quickly, you're going to have to pay. Otherwise, TrueAchievements estimates that the completion is going to take over 200 hours. The game has 12 achievements and is worth 1,000 gamer score. I plan on uploading an achievement breakdown video for this game, so keep an eye out for that one. Otherwise, I want to dive a bit into the gameplay. So first and foremost, after the first race, you're going to be awarded your first car. You're going to be able to choose between a 2015 Mustang GT, a 1991 BMW M3, or a 1969 Nissan Fairlady. Personally, I'm not a Mustang fan, but I do think it's better than the other two cars, so I'm going to go ahead and select the 2015 Ford Mustang GT, and I'm going to get that in black. So next, I'm going to start up the second race in the game, show you guys a bit about what the gameplay is like. So basically, this game is all about timing. The mechanics are very simple. You simply need to press down on the gas pedal to go, and then you're going to need to let go of it on the turns, and then press the gas once the turn is over. And that's pretty much what the game consists of. In this game, you only have one opponent at a time, so you have to beat them in the race, and hopefully your car is more powerful and faster than theirs, because ultimately that's what it comes down to. I mean, it does depend on timing a bit, but most of it is all about the car that you're using. Now, this is where they get you good with the microtransactions. Like with any free-to-play game, you can keep playing, but eventually you're going to get to a wall where you can't proceed or play anymore without buying any microtransactions or waiting time. Now, besides holding the gas and letting go of it, the only other control is the boost. So after a while, your boost will fill and you can press boost to use your nitrous. Another thing is that the graphics on this game are pretty good for a mobile game, so you're going to need a pretty up-to-date phone to be able to run this, like a newer iPhone or a newer Android, like a Samsung S10 or S20. Personally, right now, I'm running this on a Samsung S10 Plus. So if you don't have a phone that's powerful enough, you can go ahead and just play it on your PC. Now, personally, I've been around for the ride all along. I had actually initially played the Miami Street game on my other profile, and for those that don't know, it kept the same achievement list. So once they rebranded it, the name of the game and the artwork updated, all of that stuff. So it's not like the Miami Street list is unobtainable or anything crazy like that. So whether you played Miami Street or Forza Street on the PC, the achievements are going to carry over to your Android or iOS. Now, after you complete your first main race, you're going to get awarded a pack. Now, these packs have random cars. It's very similar to a loot box mechanic. So basically, you're either going to be rewarded a 1-star card, a 2-star card, or a 3-star card. And depending on which one you get, you're going to get that quality of vehicle. So if you pull a 3-star car reward, you are going to get a random 3-star vehicle. After your second race in the game, you're going to be rewarded your first 1-star card. This is going to give you a random 1-star car. You do get an achievement for getting your first 2-star car and then your first 3-star car. We also have a few achievements related to our collector level. Our collector level increases as we get more vehicles. As you can see, in my first reward, I pulled the old school Porsche. After you open your first reward, she's going to tell you that you're going to get your first rare vehicle. You're actually going to be able to choose from this one. It isn't necessarily a random reward pack. The vehicle that you pick here is pretty much story related. So we can either choose from the 2016 BMW M4 GTS or the 1969 Ford Mustang Boss 302 or the 2017 Ford Focus RS. That is a joke. We're definitely going to go either with the BMW or the old school Mustang. I'm going to go ahead and pick the Mustang. I know earlier in the video I said I'm not a Mustang guy and I've totally picked 2 Mustangs, but I do think the classic Mustangs are pretty sick. I'm just not a fan of the modern ones. 1969, yeah, those are classics. Besides that, let's talk about the length of the game. So the game is broken down into 3 different episodes, and each episode is broken down into different parts. The first episode at least has 4 different parts. Each part has a different amount of events. For example, part 1 has 6 events. Now, beyond that, each event isn't just one race. It's actually multiple races, and as you progress through the game, the events get longer and longer and are filled with more and more races. Now, luckily, in between races, we're going to earn rewards like different cars and different in-game currency. So, as mentioned before, it's going to take quite a while to finish the game. You're going to have to pick it up here and there when you're bored. Luckily, it's actually a pretty good game for that type of thing. I actually think this game makes a lot more sense for mobile versus the PC. You know, if you have a PC, you can be playing like a full price AAA game or something like that. Versus on the phone, you can just pick this up on the phone when you're bored and get a few races in. So overall, I think the game is pretty cool, guys. Not going to complain about a free game. However, I do think it's kind of questionable that they put the Forza name behind a game like this, you know, with Microsoft spending so much time and money on the Forza brand name. So to put the name behind a cheap mobile game like this is a little questionable, but ultimately, it's pretty cool. At least we got it for free and it has achievements. Other than that, guys, keep an eye out for my achievement breakdown for the game. I should be uploading it in the next week. As always, I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment and don't forget to like and subscribe.